Hey guys, Stellar here. Alright, I'm back with another Stellar Speaks video, and guess what? I'm talking about the woman that I said I would no longer be talking about. What was it? Last week I put up a video and I said that I was completely done watching this woman, listening to this woman, that I no longer wanted to have anything to do with this woman. I wouldn't give her any more attention. I wouldn't do videos about her unless she or her daughter mentioned me again. Well, guess what? Yesterday, I popped into YouTube and I see a recommended live stream come up on my feed, and I wouldn't have looked, but for some reason something told me to go have a look-see. So I pop into the chat, and lo and behold, guess who the woman is mentioning? Me. She's saying my name, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, now what? I haven't talked about this woman, or haven't made a video in a week. What could she possibly be saying about me? Well, of course, I was bunched in with a few other people, but what I was hearing was absolute garbage, nonsense, bullshit. So I couldn't respond yesterday because I was out living life. So I thought I would make a response video today because I have every right to defend what was being said about me, and how irresponsible it is of this woman to just sit there and run her mouth and continue to talk about people who she wants no issues with. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. So for those of you who want to hear what I have to say, then I welcome you. For anybody who wants to be a negative Nancy and tell me to just move on and let things go, look, I had tried to do the more mature thing and let things go. But this woman mentioned me yet again and was telling lies about me. So I have every right to defend what was said about me. It is my channel, and I will do that. If you don't like it, then you don't have to listen. But I will defend what was said about me.
And I do have the right to stand up for myself. I do have the right to have my opinions. I do have the right to question.
I do agree with that, and that goes for everyone, including myself. But you cannot be upset when somebody else wants to defend themselves or they share their opinions.
In my community that's attacking me, which actually I have a lot of stalkers, I would now proclaim that.
So now she's proclaiming that she has lots of stalkers.
A lot of the women want to stalk me and put a video up that I took down 15 minutes after I posted that.
So posting old videos about you is stalking you? Are you serious?
About a year ago, and they get off seeing it because it was a joke.
Okay, I don't know anyone who gets off on seeing that video, but you said you did it as a joke, right? Okay, so we laugh at the video. It was done as a joke. Isn't a joke supposed to be funny? It's a funny video.
And then I got these, and those two women put that up too.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Let it go, don't bring it up anymore.
And then my other stalker, Koala, put it up.
I believe she did, but Dr. Koala hasn't made a video about you in over a month, and that was about the auction.
I think, or was it Stella that did that?
It was me. I've used that clip as well. I have it in one of my parodies. I've used it. It was done as a joke, right? I make parodies. I make people laugh. It's funny. You said it was a joke. So yes, I've used the clip. And you know what? Back when this happened, last July, I made a meme too, and I put it on my Twitter. If I still had the picture, I would share it, but I don't have it anymore. But yeah, I've used that clip. So have a lot of other people. Maybe you haven't seen those.
They're stalkers of me.
You mean stalkers of mine?
They like to make parables.
It's not parables, it's parody. Parodies, not parables.
To make fun of people with disabilities.
Okay, this right here is what set me off. I have never made fun of anyone's disability. Never. I never would. Never have. So this was bullshit.
And I have a disability, and I am permanent disabled.
So now she's permanently disabled.
So they're stalking, and they're making fun of people that are handicapped.
I do not make fun of people who have handicaps, nor that are disabled. I'd like to see the proof of what she's talking about, because I know that's not true.
And they think it's a joke, and it's fun, and shame on them. And there's people that are attacking my faith in Jesus. And they call themselves Christians. Yeah.
When have I ever proclaimed to be a Christian? When have I ever spoken about Christianity? I never have. That's something that's very personal, and I don't speak about it, especially on this platform. So when have I ever said, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm this wonderful Christian? I never have. And yes, I have said things about this woman's Christianity, the way she behaves as a Christian. And that's not just based on her, that's based on me dealing with people like her in my lifetime. Things that I have experienced. Yes, I think she is a very judgmental Christian woman. And I think she pushes people away. She's the type of person that turns people off to Christianity. That's my opinion of it, and I have every right to share that opinion. And it's not just her, because I've run into people like that in my lifetime. I've dealt with people firsthand like that in my lifetime. And for her to sit there and say that I've made fun of people's disabilities, their handicaps in my videos, where? What is she talking about? The things that I make fun of, yes, because I have made fun of them, and I will admit to that, is the way that she misuses words. She uses the wrong words. She talks out of context, and I think it's hilarious because she sits there with such authority and says these things, and I'm like, did you hear what you just said? You make absolutely no sense. So those are the things that I poked fun at. She says that she is of sound mind. I don't see where I'm making fun of her disability. You know, just in this video, she says that I make parables about her instead of parodies, and that's funny to me because a parable is something completely different than a parody. So that's what I find funny. I find the humor in, I guess, the bloopers that she says and does. So, I mean, have I made fun of the things that she says? Yeah, sure, I have. I'll admit to that. You know, it's funny when she misuses the words, and I've made fun of that. I make fun of my own family when they say the wrong words, especially when somebody is trying to come off like they know what they're talking about and they sound like a complete fool. So as far as her saying that I make fun of somebody's disabilities, I don't see that to be true. And if she can show me proof, then show me proof, because I know that's not true. She can have her opinion of me, I have my opinion of her. Since we are talking about the videos that I make, there's another thing that I wanted to address.
How many tapes do you have of me, Stella?
Tapes? What are you talking about? 8-track tapes? Cassette tapes? Videotapes? VHS tapes? What are you talking about? Scotch tape? Electrical tape? Duct tape? What tapes are you talking about? I have no tapes of you. Now you see, this is the stuff that I'm talking about that I find completely hilarious. And I'm sure even those who support her find it's funny, some of the things that she says, because she says things so ass backwards and doesn't realize it. It's just hilarious to me. So I've made parodies because she's opened the door for me to poke fun at her. You know, the last parody that I made of her was March 31st. March 31st. And you know, the very first time I ever made a video about her was April 21st. And I've been in this community for over 2 years, and I saw when she came in, and I had thoughts and opinions about her back then. You know, but something was said, and I wanted to share my thoughts and opinions, and that's what I did. And I did a few other videos sharing my thoughts and opinions, and I made some parodies. I have, I think, 5 parody videos about her, just making fun of the certain things that she has said. The rest are just me speaking, sharing my thoughts and opinions. How is that any different than when she gets on a live stream and talks about people? Shares her thoughts and opinions. That's what I do. You know, I just don't understand why she doesn't get it through her head, the pink teddy, whether she took it down very quickly or she didn't. People have it. Deal with it. You put it out there. You know, I don't understand how people can open themselves up here on YouTube, share so much of their personal lives, and then get upset when people talk about them or they do parodies about them. I think that comes with the territory of putting yourself on YouTube, sharing your life on YouTube. That's just something that everybody goes through, you know, and it's not just in this community, it's bigger YouTubes as well. I did find it very funny, though, that her daughter tried to give everybody this bit of advice.
People take crap so seriously here on YouTube. It's like they don't know how to laugh and joke around. Like you try to do something and it's like it offends them or they can't take a joke or...
You know, I really found that to be very funny, especially what was followed up by that, where the daughter was saying, you know, we should be enjoying life because life is going to pass us by, and then, you know, you're going to be left with wishing you would have done this and that. And I found that hysterical coming from two people who live their life in their bedrooms, who don't get out and enjoy life, who can't take a joke, who are so hypersensitive, you can't even say, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, because then they get pissy with you. So I just found that little bit really funny, because here she's saying, you know, oh, people are so sensitive, they can't take a joke. You know, the whole Teddy thing was a joke. Let it go. Let it go. You know, there's other videos out there, and people are having a good laugh at that too. So, I mean, you know, you open up the door, you put yourself on YouTube. I'm sure if I was on here sharing my life, people would be poking at me too, but I've made the decision not to do that. So when you get on YouTube, you put your personal life out there, you put yourself on screen every day, then you're subjecting yourself to people possibly ridiculing you or making parodies about you or finding out stuff about you. You know, that's just one of the dangers, I guess, to putting your life on YouTube. You know, someone had made a comment to me and they said, well, why should you have to stop? Why should you stop making videos about a certain person if they don't like it? And I understand where they were coming from because, you know, it's my channel. I have the freedom to do whatever I want on my channel. And as long as I'm abiding by the YouTube rules, which I haven't gotten in trouble, I don't have any strikes, then there's no reason why I shouldn't be making the types of videos I want to make. But when it comes to this woman, I thought I would be more mature and not engage with her, not make videos about her, not poke at her, if you will. But, you know, after yesterday and her, again, bringing up certain people, it just goes to show, and I know from past experience, she doesn't let things go. She doesn't stop talking about people. She doesn't drop certain issues. So with that said, there's no reason why I should stop making my videos either. And if I feel like making parodies, I'll make parodies. So anyway, that's all I had to say about any of that. I just wanted to clarify that when I make my videos, my intentions are not to make fun of anybody's disabilities. I don't do that. That's not what my videos are about. They're just to make people laugh. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I hope that you guys have an awesome day.